chilling with Deacons, sipping on coffee, talking about things, working it out, helping with problems, trying to get you back on your track. I'm chilling with Deacons, sipping on coffee, talking about things, working it out, helping with problems, trying to get you back on your track. I'm chilling with Deacons. I'm chilling with Deacons. I'm chilling with Deacons. I needed to talk to somebody. I really didn't know who to call, so I asked my mom who to call. He told me to go to my phone. Your brother and father will call. Give them a ring, they answer. They give you my word, my answer. I call them for help, for some guidance. I really didn't know who to turn to. I needed somebody to work it out. My brother said, open your Bible up. Let's have a discussion and talk it out. Or you can just don't get caught sleeping and get up every Saturday morning and have coffee with the Deacons. I'm chilling with Deacons, sipping on coffee, talking about things, working it out, helping with problems, trying to get you back on your track. I'm chilling with Deacons, sipping on coffee, talking about things, working it out, helping with problems, trying to get you back on your track. I'm chilling with Deacons. I'm chilling with Deacons. I'm chilling with Deacons.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to Coffee with the Deacons, y'all.
What's going on, fam?
There you go, Deek. Fam, yeah, what's up, CWTD fam? Yes, sir. Hashtag CWTD fam.
What's up, fam?
All right, man. So listen up, y'all. This morning, man, this is let's see how it look outside, Deek. Oh, it looks like it's gonna be a nice day today, Deek.
It's gonna be real nice.
Yeah, so hope y'all enjoying this beautiful morning already. And so, man, we just want to come and give y'all a little bit of encouragement this morning. And we just ask that you please share this podcast so we can be an encouragement to other people as well. And, man, we want to just get this thing started and kicked off, man. So this morning, we're talking about coming out of 1 Peter chapter 4, verses 10 through 11. We may add some other verses in there throughout the time, but 1 Peter chapter 4, verses 10 and 11 is scrolling right there on the bottom as you see it, right down there.
Right down there.
Use what he gave you. So just like that, use what he, capital He, God, gave you. So, man, so basically also too, if you see on the bottom, if you need prayer, please leave a prayer request in the comment section. That'd be awesome if you can do that. Just bear with me for a couple of seconds, man. I'm still sharing this out. And so we thank y'all for joining in this morning with us. Let's see who we got, Deke.
Who you got?
This morning.
Who with us? Who in the coffee shop, Deke?
Let's see, man. I'm trying to get to it. Put your name in the comments, please, because I'm not seeing the actual name. It's coming up as user. So put your name in the comment section. Let us know that you're joining in with us this morning. That'll be awesome. So we can give y'all the proper shout out. So let's see. All right. So as you put your name in the comments, so we can give you a shout out, let you know. Thank you for joining in with us this morning. So use what he gave you. 1 Peter chapter 10. It's 1 Peter chapter 4, verses 10 and 11. So, Deke, man. So before we even get started, man, how have your week been?
Been good, man. Been busy, but hey, it's all good. Like I said, I feel pretty good this week too. So I've been working a lot, but I still feel good. Feel good to be able not to work today, So.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it, man.
How about you?
Great, man. It's been good. It was a long week, but got through it.
Oh
here.
Yeah.
And like I said, on another Coffee with the Deacons, man, I gotta share this with everybody. We were actually going to cancel this morning, and so it's amazing though. In the midst of it, it's like, you know what? Let's kind of postpone it for the day. Kind of, get in the swing of the day or what have you. And so Deacon Stringer texted and said, "Hey, what's the topic?" And I was like, you know what? I said, man, and we got to talking, man. We was like, man, let's do this thing this morning, man. But man, it just goes to show you though, man, that kind of going and coincides what we're talking about today, because there is times where you may not necessarily feel like serving, right? Um,
Man.
we're talking about using the gift that God has blessed you with to be a service to others. Because 1 Peter 4:10 says this is the New Living Translation version. It said, God has given each of you a gift from his great variety of spiritual gifts. Use them well to serve one another. Man, so Deke, when you look at that, man, we talking about serving people, man. And like I said, you may not always feel like serving the people, but that's when you push through it, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, because we know that in the midst of the gift that God has blessed us with, man, that's an awesome responsibility that God has blessed each and every person. Think about this: everybody that's breathing has a gift.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing we have to know. Everybody breathing has a gift. Now, difference is some may use their gifts for their own personal gain, and there are those who use it for to be a help and a benefit to others, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's when you ask yourself, well, what are you using your gift for? Because we all have a
Right.
gift. You may think you don't have a gift, but you have a gift. Trust me, you have a gift. Um, and we definitely go ahead, D.
Sometimes we know we got to give, but we sit on it. We
Mm-mm.
sit on it, man, and at the time it get rusty and get corroded and moth get on it and eat on it, and you get to the point where you say, like I said, because it's easy to get tired of ministering, or get
Right,
tired of doing different stuff. That's easy to do, but then when you're sitting on your gift, it makes it even more easy, man.
right.
And make it more harder to get started to work out your ministry, through God's grace, because He gave us all a gift. Everybody had, like you said, everybody has a gift. You just gotta find out what it is and use it.
That's it, man. That's
Yeah,
it.
you can't be selfish with your gifts now. You got to.
Nope, you can't be selfish with your gift, man.
Uh,
That is it. Cuz Darius, thanks for joining in this morning. Kevin, thanks for joining in this morning. Russell, Sister Elizabeth,
oh,
Debbie, Anitra, thanks for joining in with us this morning, man. We
who-
appreciate y'all. I
you
say,
can't
man,
you can't be the only one benefiting from your gift. You
that's
can't
right.
be.
You
You
can't.
can't be.
Nope.
You got to share that thing.
Gotta share it. So,
Got to share it.
so that's the key thing, man. Look what it said. God's given each of you a gift from his great variety of spiritual gifts. Use them well to serve one another. So we gotta ask ourselves this question, man. So what are you using your gift for? So, because we obviously have one, and like I said, um, there's a lot of scriptures in the Bible. There's a lot of people in the Bible. There's a lot of examples we can use in the Bible. Let's use the ultimate example, Jesus, right? So there's like, well, that's Jesus. Jesus, he used his gift. That's Jesus. He was God's son. That's Jesus. But what we gotta understand, Jesus still used what his Father gave him. So,
Exactly.
so
He
we
did.
gotta tell her. So that's what we gotta say, man. The same power that Jesus used to minister his gifts is the same power that we have as well. So, and we got to understand this too. And as we talking about use what he gave you. And what we mean by that is because your gift is unique to you. So the gift that God blessed, now mind you, he might bless you with the ability to sing. He may bless you with the ability to cook. He may bless you with the ability to teach, to sing, to speak. So, but that's the gift that he gave you, and it's
That He
unique
gave
to you.
you. Yeah.
So if God gave you the ability to speak and gave me the ability to speak as well, but guess what? You're gonna do it the way God used you for it, and I'm gonna use
Exactly.
the way God bless me to do it. Use it for it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Because
it's gonna be different.
I don't see myself as an eloquent speaker.
That's it.
I know the words to say, but saying them is totally different.
Right.
My
Right.
wife always tell me, "Well, why you use all them big words?" Because I read, and then I look up what they mean. I know they probably sound crazy coming from me, but that's just sometimes I do that.
Right.
Just
Right.
like I use eloquent, I don't usually say that.
Right.
I
Right.
use a lot of metaphors and different stuff, man, to get my point across. With you're more eloquent speaker than I am, which is good because it's like peanut butter and jelly, you know.
That's it, man. That's it. No
Yeah.
bread.
Well,
So
no bread, just peanut butter and jelly, just bam,
so
right there.
that's it. Daryl, thanks for joining in this morning. And man, that's the key thing, man. That's the one thing we have to understand, that God has blessed us all with a gift, man. So that
Exactly.
and this is the thing, and this is not getting off topic. We're still talking about using what God gave you. That's why we can't be jealous of somebody else's gift.
Nope.
If such and such can sing and I can't, why should I get jealous of that? And if anything, I should be like, look, man, do you need me to sing backup? You know, I can't sing, but I can hum. You know, I can keep doing what have you. So, but we got to understand, we can't be jealous of somebody else's gift either. So, because God has blessed the gift that's unique to you. So that's the key thing, man. But as somebody said, because I can't post it here because somebody said, it said we owe it to everyone to exercise our gifts.
Yeah.
That was a comment, Kevin Galloway. So he said we owe it to everyone to exercise our gifts, and that's the key thing, man. We do, because
we do owe it to everyone.
Yeah, because God has given
you
each of you a gift from His great variety of spiritual gifts, right? Use them well to serve one another.
Yeah, because we only serving because of God's grace, anywho.
That's
so
it. That's it.
We should take advantage of it while we can. You know, you got to exercise those gifts too. You just can't run out there all willy nilly and say this is what I'm gonna do and blah blah. You got to have the plan, and the plan is it comes from God. God sets the plan in place, and you work it out through grace. You know, you work that thing out. You know. That's how you work out the salvation too, using your gifts that He gave you. He gave them to you. He didn't give them to you to just sit on them. He didn't give them to you to just be mean to other people or use your spiritual powers to downgrade people and to uplift yourself. He didn't do it for that.
Man.
You know, to be judgmental and mean and ornery. He didn't do it for that. He didn't do that for that, man. You know, people say, well, they just set in their ways. Okay. What ways are those? You know, people get meaner as they get older. I don't recognize that. I don't know what the deal is with that. You know, so you finna meet your maker. You know, you finna go before the judgment seat, and you mean is all outdoors. Come on now. So that don't make sense to me, D.
You just said something. You said. And we're not getting off topic, y'all, but I want to deal with something D just said. But he said, set in their ways. So the first thing that came to my mind when you said set in their ways, it made me think of salad dressing. You know what I mean? The Italian salad dressing. And so I'm going somewhere with this, y'all. Don't worry. I'm going to get there. So Italian salad dressing, when you first pick up the bottle, it looks pretty nasty, you know, but then you got to shake it up, right? You got to shake it up and mix everything together. And so I think if people setting their ways, that means they can't move. That means they're not moving, they're not budging. So in other words, God's not going to use a sitting duck. If I can say it like that, He can't use a sitting duck. So there's a scripture where it says, when Paul was encouraging Timothy to stir up the gift of God that's within him. And so sometimes we got to shake it up. That was a message.
Stir it up, man.
By the way. Shake it up, man. And so we got to understand, man. That's what we have to do when we talking about. If you're not utilizing your gift to help somebody else or be in service to somebody else, then man, that gift's literally just sitting.
Yeah.
And so I guess I can't picture that because I'm thinking like, man, at some point, we understand that our gift, now mind you, the gift that God has blessed us with, it may not necessarily be for the world to see, right?
Exactly.
Somebody should see it.
Somebody got to see that thing.
Somebody should see it. It may not be the world, but somebody ought to see that, right?
Yeah.
Somebody ought to be be a beneficiary of your gift.
Exactly.
And so, because we got to understand this thing, God didn't say, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." That verse wasn't put in the Bible for no reason.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
You got to let your light so shine before men, man. You have to. There's no way that you have a gift that you say is from God, but yet you're the only one benefiting from that gift.
Man, the only one benefiting. The only one benefiting. It's the only one buying new cars, the only one buying new clothes,
That's
the
it.
only one eating,
That's it.
the only one. It says, I like what you said about stir up the gift of God that's in you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got to be in you.
Right.
If you ain't got nothing to stir up, if nothing is in you, you don't have nothing to stir up.
So somebody asked the question, and like I said, because it's only popping up on one of the sites, but it says, "What if your gift offend others?" So your gift will not. Now let me take this back. So when you are exercising your gift, so listen, the only way your gift would offend others is if that person is not aligned spiritually with God. Okay, because I'm gonna tell you why. Give me an example. Say if your gift was speaking or teaching or preaching, right? God has blessed you with that ability. So of course, it when somebody's preaching and it's gonna step on your toes, but it should step on your toes to heal you, not to hurt you.
Right.
Your gift will always seek to help and to heal, never to hurt. So it's
Right.
all about your motive. If you're using your gift to say, you know what, I want to help somebody, if they be offended, now mind you, there's times where you may say, look, man, I just see that you need some help. Man, why look like I need help? Why look like I need help? So you see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
never that unless it's your intent to offend, that's the only way it's bad. But if you're using your gift to heal and to help and to be a help to people, guess what? Everybody's not gonna like your gift. Everybody's not gonna accept
No,
it,
they're
right?
not. They're not.
So there may become times where it may do that. But
Yeah.
you gotta
Well,
understand
everybody don't like hot sauce, D.
that's it. That's it. That's it. So, and like I said, and that's the key thing, man. We got to understand that our gift is always meant to. Because Deke, it's amazing that you say that. Because the verse 9, because Deke was like, "What about verse 9?" I said, "You know what? We'll use it." And so verse 9 will even say, "You got it written up already? I'll pull it up."
Yeah.
What
It
verse
says,
9
cheerfully
says?
share your home with those who need a meal or a place to stay.
So, and the key thing about it, we understand that hospitality, man. That's what verse 9 was talking
Yep.
about.
From our hospitality.
It was talking about hospitality, and your gift is always based out of love. Anything
Yep.
that comes
And
from
that's what
God,
hospitality is. Yep.
that's right. Anything that's God given, anything that's God ordained, guess what? It may offend some people, but that's never the intent on our end, though.
Exactly.
Our end is always to help, to heal, to encourage, to motivate. That's the key thing, man. Because man, I'm getting ahead of myself, but anyway.
That's all right. That's all
But
right.
man, we have to seriously. We can't worry about offending others with the gift that we have, right?
No,
And so,
no.
because if God put a word up on your heart, you got to say that word.
You
If
gotta
God
say it.
say to go help this person, you got to go help that person, right? If God put up on your heart to say, you know what, I need you to go do this. We can't think like, man, what if this gonna happen? What if this happen? What if this happen? God said, I didn't ask you about the what ifs. I just told you to go do. Don't worry
Yeah.
about the what ifs. That's
Yeah,
my
because
job,
we defeat the purpose before we even get started with the purpose.
man.
By
That's
saying
it,
that,
man.
Yeah,
That's
we
it.
defeat the purpose. When we was talking about this topic this morning, what made us want to do it was when I was saying, man, I don't think I do enough.
Right.
I don't think I do enough, and you people, minister to people in different ways and different outlets, like I might minister to people through my business,
Right. Yep.
and different stuff like that. But it's all about ministering to people, man. That's the work right there, ministering to people, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ministering to them. That's most of the work outside of the walls of the church.
You got you, man.
That's where the work kicks in, actually. You know.
And and that's man, and that's the key thing, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you right now. Say if you have a job where you work and you just don't like your job. I'm talking to those that's in Christ right now, okay? So I'm talking to those that's in Christ. Say you're on a job and you don't like your job. So I imagine when Jesus walked this earth, I imagine that he went some places, man, that wasn't desirable, right? But Jesus always looked at on things with the eyes of compassion. And because he looked on things with the eyes of compassion, that enabled him to go into these areas where people would not like him at all.
At all. Even
And
before he
so
spoke.
exactly. So I always when you change your mindset when you go to work, when you view your job as a ministry ground, I'm trying to think of the word to say with that. Ground zero. So
Yeah.
when your job is ministry, that's your ground zero for your ministry to start right there. We know it
Yeah.
starts at home. We know it starts in your home. We know it starts with the family. We know it starts at home. We know that. But when you at work, when you have the mindset that your job is a ministry, man, not only will that propel you to excellence, but also it also will benefit those that's around you.
Man.
Once again, got to go back to that verse. Let your light so shine before men. And we got to understand, sometimes we may look at our jobs as a place of darkness, but that's why you are to be the Noah of your job. So
Exactly.
you got to be
Exactly.
the Noah of your job. So
Yeah.
we got to understand that thing, man. So
Yeah. And that job, that if you dislike the job, um, train yourself to do something else,
yep,
because it's paying the bills.
that's it. And
So yeah,
so,
you might as well be. A lot of time when you disgruntled on a job, your spirit it sets in your spirit, and you don't disperse the gift that you have because you're so upset with your surroundings and your occupation that it dwarfs your ministry, your gift.
that's
It
right.
dwarfs it. You don't even recognize that you have gifts no more. You're too busy thinking about how displeased you is with this person or this job or this task and this and that. That's why
Yep.
you have to you have to have a different mindset.
Come on,
Don't
man.
take a
That's it.
job that you know you're gonna dislike. Don't take it.
That's
You
right.
know. But
That's right.
if you do take it, make the best of it.
Man,
You know.
come on, D.
Make
So,
the best of it. Jesus did
right.
that with 5 loaves of bread and a fish, didn't
Yes, sir.
he? He made the best of it. It wasn't a lot, but he made the best of it. So that's what we have to do with the situations around us. We have to make the best of the situations around us in order to be able to disperse our gifts, in a timely manner that'll help others around us.
Man. So once again, y'all, we got some definitions up here. So
Oh
the
yeah.
scripture talking about, we always talk about ministering. We talked about stewards. In the King James version, it mentions ministering and stewards,
Yeah.
right? And so to minister means it's a simple definition: attend to the needs of someone, provide something necessary or helpful. So that's the key thing, man. That's always our goal. That's always our mindset. That's always pushing. I'm jumping ahead. I don't want to jump ahead, but God's agenda, and so that kingdom agenda, right? And so that's the mindset we always have to have. And as hard as and difficult it is sometimes to do it at work because you're dealing with so many different things, and a lot of time that's why it's so important, as we talked about a couple of weeks ago, about staying focused, man, and keeping your focus, is because it's so easy to lose it.
Oh yeah.
um, and the reason why I say at home, you're in your place of pretty much a place of comfort, right? Or should be. And so we understand that even at home, that's where it starts. Because one thing about it, and I remember learning this years ago, man, years ago, that a lot of times people could be one way at home that they are in church. In church, they're like, "Oh, brother," so I say, "Hey, good to see you. Good morning. I love you. Yeah, I love you, brother." You know, but at home, they don't say that to their own kids and wife and whatever. But anyway, that's a whole other lesson, y'all. Whole other lesson. Whole other lesson. Y'all need to come to church transformers, man.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Check this out. But anyway, but so we got to understand that we set the tone at home and it takes it out to the workplace, to
Yeah.
church, and things of that nature, man. So it's one of those things that when you're using the gift that God has blessed you with, man, as somebody said here, your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. Lord have
Oh
mercy.
yeah.
And so, man, I'm telling you, that's the key thing, man. We have to learn to literally take that opportunity, man. As somebody said, ministry in the marketplace. That's awesome. And so we have to learn to continue to be that minister on our job, because guess what? On the job, so I want to say this: this word steward means manager, right?
Yeah.
And so the King James version says, even so, minister the same one to another as good stewards of the
Yeah.
manifold grace of God.
Yeah.
So, a manager at work. So, this is the Google definition: a person responsible for supervising and motivating employees and for directing the progress of an organization.
Yes,
So,
yes.
when I saw that, D, I said, well, let's make this definition spiritual.
Yes.
So my definition was, to the same definition, a person who utilizes God's gift to encourage, a person who utilizes God's gift to them to encourage, motivate, and serve others while carrying out God's kingdom agenda.
I like that. I like
Because
that.
the organization we work for, man, we work for the Lord, right? And so we got to
Right.
understand, even at work, we have to encourage, motivate, and serve others and carry out God's kingdom agenda. And so, because God has blessed us all with a gift, and so we
Yeah.
have to learn to carry out that gift out, like somebody said here, out into the marketplace, man. We have
Yep.
to. We got to.
Yep.
Kingdom
Carry
agenda,
out the
baby.
kingdom agenda. And the
Kingdom
thing I like
agenda.
about God, boy, it's I always tell people, once you're in the family of God, you almost got to leave. You got to leave here to get out of it. You know,
Man,
you can't get out of it.
you can't. You know
Yeah,
what?
it's almost like being in the mafia. You got to get whacked in order to get out of this thing, man.
You fall off this earth. But and so that's it, man. And I had a little different interpretations, man. I always think about members only. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
you know the song "Members Only" is
yeah,
that kind of party. You don't need no
yeah,
money.
yeah.
And so
Yeah, you can't get out this. You can't get around it.
that's it, man. But
You
that's
can't
it,
get
bro.
around it.
That's it,
You
man.
know, wouldn't it be a shame to walk this earth all this time and get to heaven and don't get no rewards, man? Nothing. Don't get nothing, man. Just sit over there. You know, don't
That's
get no rewards for nothing.
That's
You
it,
know,
man.
not saying that you're doing it for that, but
Right.
it should motivate us to be mindful of why we're here and how we should utilize the gift that God gave us. You know,
That's it,
through
man.
grace, He gave it to us.
That's
It
it.
says, "Every man receiveth the gift, even so minister the same one to another, as good stewards of the manifold grace of God."
That's it. That's it, man.
The
That's
grace
it.
of God, man.
That's
The
right.
grace of God is the only reason why we're able to do this
That's
and
right,
carry
man.
out this kingdom agenda. You know, it's
Mhm.
called the grace of God.
And that's it, D. That's it.
You know, it's the grace of God.
It's the
Yeah,
grace of God, man.
yeah.
And we just gotta know
And
that.
I like number 9 verse 9 says, "Use hospitality one to another without grudging."
That's right.
You know,
That's
without
it.
complaining. You know,
Mm-hmm.
just do it. That don't mean you got to bring everybody in your house. You
Right.
know, you take the house to them.
That's right.
You know, yeah.
That's
You
right,
take the
man.
house to them. You don't have to bring everybody to your physical dwellings. You
That's
can
right.
take your spiritual dwellings to them. You know,
That's
and
it.
minister to them. You know,
And that's the key. That's the key, man. We have to
yeah,
just continue to minister to others, man. And that's what we want to encourage y'all today, man. Just continue to minister to people, man, because a lot of times, man, like we said earlier, you may not feel like doing it all the time, but God will give you the strength to do it, right?
or give you the strength to
Um,
do it. Yeah,
so that's what verse 11 part, the top part says, do you have the gift of speaking? Then speak as though God himself were speaking through you. Do you
yeah,
have the gift of helping others? Do it with all the strength and energy that God supplies, because God will give you the strength and energy to do that, man, because it's to serve his will. So he's
yeah,
going to do whatever he can to make sure you're successful, right? Into using what he gave you. So not only will he bless you with the gift, he will give you all the provisions, man, to make sure that your gift, like somebody said, bring you before a great man. And so
yeah,
it will do that. It will do
yeah.
that. So you have to utilize God's gift. That's the only reason. That's the only difference, man. When we look at all the great people we read about in the Bible, they just simply just used the gift that God blessed them with, man, and they were
That's
just
all they did.
was
That's all they
obedient,
did.
man. That's it.
Yeah.
You see people right now, you say, man, such and such, they doing their thing, they doing that, they doing this. They're just using the gift that God has blessed them with. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all they're
They
doing.
using it.
So
Yeah.
when you find that you're putting all the energy and strength that you have into the gift that God has blessed you with to be of service to others, you will find yourself, man, I'm telling you, you'll find yourself in places that you never thought you'd be. And
Yeah.
so you just have to understand that. And so, like I said, sometimes your gift is not for the world to see, right? Even
Nah,
though we try to do what we can, but guess what? Somebody ought to see it. Somebody ought to benefit from your gift. Not just us. We can't benefit. We shouldn't benefit from our own gift. We will at some point, but we got to understand that we have to be a benefit to others, man. That has to be the
Yeah,
mindset. That
that's
has
the
to be
key
the
right
goal.
there, D.
Yep.
That's the
That got
key
to be
right
the
there. Be a
mindset.
benefit to others, man.
A benefit to others, man.
Yeah, because
And so
somebody need us right now.
somebody. That's right.
Yeah,
That's it,
somebody
man.
need us right now.
Yep.
We
You're
don't
not.
know who it is, but we keep exercising the gift God has for us. He'll lead us to him. You
That's
know,
right.
the
That's it.
Spirit will lead us to it. You
That's
know,
right, man. That's it,
and
man.
when He lead us to it, don't back out. And say, man, I can't do that.
Right.
Nah, just do it. Be like Nike. Just do it.
That's it.
God gave you the gifts to do it. Just do it.
That's
You
right.
know, if you gotta say, even if you gotta speak positivity into them, like that's why we started this podcast to speak positive to people and encourage people in God's word.
That's
So
right, man.
continue to do that. You know,
Continue to
continue
do
to
it.
do that. You know, sometimes people just need to hear a word. You
Yep.
know, of
Yep.
encouragement to make them go on. Somebody might be on the bridge of suicide or anything like that. They can hear a positive word and it can make them go on. It'll help them to move on. You know.
That may be your gift. You know, that
That
may
would
be,
be your
you know,
gift. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have, that's it, man. Use it. Use
Use it.
what
Yeah.
he gave
Yeah.
you. Your gift is unique to you. The only person who can use your gift is
It's
you.
you.
That's
Yeah.
it, man.
Nah.
That's it,
Think I'm
man.
gonna
So
send my gift to you. I want you to use it Tuesday. No, it don't work like that.
that's it, man. So
Nah, you got to use your own gift.
that's
He
right.
got to worry about the gifts he had and using them, making sure he dispersed them in a timely manner. You know,
Come on, man.
yeah, stir up the gift God gave you. Stir it up.
Ha.
Spread it out.
So another question. So Derek, I love this question. He says, "What happens when you run from your gift?" So if you go back, we did a series on Jonah, and
I'm
so
just
we
thinking that.
we did a series on Jonah. Jonah tried to run from his gift. Now this is the thing, though, and it's so key that you say that, man, because I look at it this way. Um, when you try to run from your gift, one thing about it, you will not have any peace. You will not have peace. And that's it. When you in Christ and you run away from the gift that God has blessed you with, you will not have peace. And
None.
God will let you know this is why you're not having peace. And if you're in line with God anyway, you're gonna pray like, God, what's going on, man?
Right.
Why can't I sleep? Why can't I just think straight? Why is this happening? God is saying, because you're not walking in your gift, man. So
That's right.
I'm telling you, you will not have peace, and God to keep nudging at you, keep nudging at you, because I'm gonna tell you somebody else who tried to run from their gift, but and this is another topic coming up, y'all. But because I ain't told Deke about this one yet, but it's dropping on my heart. With Jeremiah, it was like fire shut in his bones, man. He says, I'm done. I don't want to encourage nobody. I don't want to tell nobody about God.
Right. I'm done. Yeah.
And so, but he said it's like fire shut in my bones, man. So he couldn't resist it. But then Jonah tried to and still ended up doing it anyway because Jonah didn't have no peace while he was running from his gift.
Man, that joker ran and ran.
Man, come
God
on,
took him
man.
down to the depths of the sea, man. That joker was
That's it.
that joker he had to repent and get and ask God to forgive him, man. Jonah, man, he ran for a minute.
That's it. And so
God told him to do something, gave him a directive, and he shot the other way.
that's right. And Paul told Timothy, neglect not the gift that God has given thee, man. So he told Timothy that exact same thing. So yes. So I hope that answered your question, man. You will not have peace. You will not have peace. And you will not have the blessings that God has for you, man. If you continue to run from your gift, because you're not operating and pushing his kingdom agenda. And so when you're a Christian,
your blessings, man.
Yeah, man. If you're a Christian, man, you're not pushing kingdom agenda, man. I'm telling you, you are in a dangerous spot.
Oh,
dangerous spot.
What you call it, danger zone?
The danger zone. Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you're in the danger zone.
You're in the danger zone, man. And so
and you might be accumulating stuff.
That's it, man.
But that's it.
I tell you what, I can't remember what the most penalized team in football was last year, but it held them back from a lot.
Dallas.
The most penalized team in the NFL last year, and you see what happened to them. They couldn't get to their goal. So as Christians, if we continue to operate in that, and if we continue to get penalties, man, flags on the play, you can't progress like that.
No, you can't.
so That's the key thing, man. So I hope that answers your question, Daryl, man. Man, that was a great question, though. I love
It
that.
was. That was a good one.
I love it. So, and like I said, we have a brother who asked for prayer, man. Benjamin Price Jr. is my cousin. So we will make sure we lift up a prayer for him, man. And so if you are in Christ, man, if you have that great relationship with God, please offer a prayer on behalf of this brother, as we will as well. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be praying for himself. So we make sure that we offer prayer for him, man. Don't know what the situation is, but God does. And so that's what we're going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
So,
awesome.
And keep one another in prayer too, man. So we thank you, Russell. Thanks for joining in this morning. Sister Mary, thanks for joining in. Dar, thanks for coming in this morning.
What's up, Dar?
Yes, sir. So we appreciate everybody that joined in this morning, man, and all the comments, man, because that really spurred us on with these comments that y'all and questions. Thank you. We love questions, man. We love questions. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Deacon and I, man, we don't know everything. We don't. So if you ask us a question and we can't answer it right then and there, give us a day. We'll have that answer for you the next day.
Yeah. Oh,
guarantee you that. So
yeah.
If it's able to be answered, by the way.
Yeah.
And so
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Give us a revelation on it, that's for sure.
I have no problem with saying I don't know. So
he might, huh?
I have no problem with saying I don't know.
No, me either, D. Me either. No.
So yeah, man. So
I'd rather say that than to just spew some nonsense out my mouth.
That's it, man. Exactly. We've been talking head. So, man, listen, y'all. We thank y'all for joining in this morning, man. We really appreciate everybody, man. Please share this, and Daryl, Uncle Wayne. I can't call him by his first name.
Uncle Wayne, yeah.
Please go check out our series on Jonah. I forgot how long ago it was, but check out our series on Jonah, man. You'll love that. You'll love that,
man.
Yep, it was a 4-part series. So there's a 4-part series on Jonah that we did. So go check that out, man. And I hope that answers some of your questions too.
Yeah, so, I love that song by Lee Williams' song, man. That you can't run, you can't hide.
Yep.
You talk about Jonah.
Yes, sir. And you know what? Song. And so what, y'all? You know what? We're gonna I'm gonna do something real quick, Deke, if I can find it. And I kind of want to do this. I know Facebook is gonna block it out, but oh well. If y'all just bear with me for a second, because Deke brought it to my attention.
I did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You brought it to my attention, man. So here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I hope y'all can hear that.
Don't know when or how he's coming. Can't get by. You got to disperse that gift. Sometimes I hear some songs or whatever. I post them on my stories all the time.
Yep.
Or sometimes I even post them in Coffee with the Deacons, you know.
That's it.
In the mornings, sometimes I don't have a scripture to post every morning, so I just post a song that encourage people in Christ, you know, and even people outside of Christ, you know. I just want to always do something encouraging, you know, because when something encourages me, I want to share it. You know what I'm saying? So,
let's listen to the music, Deke. Can't run.
I can barely hear it though.
You can't? Yeah, I got it up clouds ago. So listen up, y'all. That's all we got today, y'all. Listen to that You Can't Run, You Can't Hide by Lee Williams. Thank y'all for joining in. Share this podcast, please, so we can be encouraging to others. Good morning, Mike. Thanks for joining in this morning. But we's out, y'all. Don't get caught sleeping. Get up every Saturday morning and have coffee with the Deacons. Peace out. Love y'all.
Deuces. Love you.